I am very thankful for a great entrepreneur, Raj Vattikuti, who is, I can say almost he's a founder for our community. And he's actually driving us how you need to work hard and how you are able to make it. I understand one thing is from him is the dedication. Number two, make money and donate money for the help. And especially for the research and development. I really like it. Today we are honoring him and he is coming with this. When I requested, he is a very humble man and said like, okay, Babu, why is this? I said like, uncle, your life is the motivation for many people to do something. That is very important. Then he said, okay, if that's going to impact, yes, I'm fine. So today, thank you, uncle, for coming for this, and we appreciate you all the time, and thank you for everyone for joining this. Thank you.
My extra special excitement for tonight is being present as you collectively honor my great friend Raj Vattikuti. Raj is quite an amazing human being. He is wickedly smart, and I don't think there's a person in this room that would disagree with that. And he's a savvy business leader, and he's really part of the capitalistic dream of success in this country when you really think about it. But he puts equal passion every single day into determination to make the world a better place and to enhance the lives of other human beings and to strengthen others so that they can also be successful. And that is a balance you just don't find in a lot of leaders, but you find it in Raj every single day. He really focuses on using his treasure, his time, and his talent to help make the world a better place. And I will just give you two examples. His support of the robotic-assisted prostate cancer surgical procedures that were first pioneered at Henry Ford Hospital created a movement that spread across the entire world as the best evidence-based approach to prostate cancer with outcomes. Raj, you have saved hundreds of thousands of lives, more than you could ever possibly appreciate. And on a smaller scale, but very near and dear to me, when the pandemic first hit and was ravaging the city of Detroit, and we were all just feeling incredible stress, one of the first calls I got was from Raj. And he said, what do you need? And I said, we need support to organize testing in the city and get into areas that are not likely to come to a test, but we need to go to them. And he provided treasure and technology within 48 hours so that we could launch giving and providing support to the most vulnerable citizens that were facing one of the scariest things they've ever faced in their time. So, Raj, you're just an incredible human being. You are an Energizer bunny. And I will tell you that everything he does, I've had the pleasure of trying to bar hop in Miami with him, and you can't keep up. You just literally can't keep up. So above all, you demonstrate all these gifts by also reminding people that life's about having fun, life's about family, and life's about being with partners. And so you and your lovely wife, Padma, deserve this recognition more than anything, and we congratulate you and we salute you. Thank you.
Most entrepreneurs would be content with building a profitable company. Mr. Raj Vattikuti is a class apart. Born in Andhra Pradesh, India, Raj came to the United States in 1974 as a student to pursue computer engineering at Wayne State University. His fun student life started with his accommodation at a $50 rented apartment in the basement, going to Greektown for $5 meals, and not to miss Friday nights folk dancing and Saturday night at the disco. Raj and Padma married in 1977 and have 2 children, Abhinav and Tanvi, who are entrepreneurs as well. Raj has mentioned many times that his entrepreneurial streak might be an acquired gene from his dad, who was a dentist. Prior to his first venture, Raj was working with Chrysler. He has this to say about his experience when Michigan-based Covances, founded in 1985, an information technology company, got listed on the NASDAQ and sold to Computer Science Corporation in 2007. Since then, Raj went on to build Sonova Incorporated in 1998 and founded Altimetric over a decade ago. He set out to revamp the conventional approach to digital transformation. Altimetric has grown into a global enterprise with over 5,000 employees, headquartered in Michigan with offices in Canada, India, Japan, Singapore, and Uruguay. His tech experience helped Raj share his knowledge through his 2 books, Digital Simplified and The Digital Leader, Finding a Faster and More Productive Path to Exceptional Growth. Indian American community has rapidly grown owing to the important contributions of Raj Vattikuti with the facilitation of the H-1 immigrant work visa that still holds good to date. Another huge success was Raj's efforts in signing the bilateral agreement on peaceful nuclear cooperation efforts. This Indo-US Civil Nuclear Initiative strengthened India-US relations further. Amid all these successes, Raj continues to cherish his friendship that lasted for several decades with business executive and fellow philanthropist, Mr. Jack Nazar.
Raj, for many decades, going back to even before I was CEO of the Ford Motor Company. And when I think of Raj, I think of a good friend, a fellow immigrant, a successful entrepreneur, a sophisticated techie, a transformational business guru, a leader of the community, and a generous philanthropist. Now, that takes in a lot, I know, because it's very difficult to categorize Raj in any one area.
Realizing success in the early years, Raj and Padma established the Vattikuti Foundation in 1997. The foundation has donated more than $40 million for cancer research. And when the COVID-19 pandemic began to spread earlier in 2020, the foundation kicked into high gear to donate funds for mobile COVID-19 testing centers for senior citizens and other vulnerable populations. The Vattikuti Foundation's first initiative was supporting cancer research and treatment programs. This included donations to Henry Ford Hospitals, where the Vattikuti Urology Institute was established, and Beaumont Hospitals, home to the Vattikuti Digital Breast Diagnostic Center, both located in Michigan. According to Raj, I find that focused giving suits me best, as it can be difficult to make a true impact if you're supporting too many causes. Our main focus areas for our charitable cancer initiatives are robotic surgery and digital mammography, both technologies making a significant impact on the detection and treatment of cancer.
Hi, I'm Bob Riney, President and CEO of Henry Ford Health, and I am honored to have the opportunity to add my voice of congratulations to Raj Vattikuti for his Lifetime Achievement Award. As a health system, oftentimes people come to us at the worst point in their lives. They come to us looking for care, but they also come to us looking for hope. For over a century, we have had the honor and the privilege of serving Southeast Michigan and beyond. But no matter the era, none of what we would do would be possible without the generosity and leadership of people like Raj Vattikuti. Therefore, it is fitting that he is receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award during the celebration of Diwali, the Festival of Lights, because his light and selflessness has improved the lifetimes of so many others. So to my dear friend Raj, a heartfelt congratulations and even a more heartfelt thank you. You are a difference maker. Cheers.
Chanakya Institute of Public Services, on behalf of the Indian American community, is honored and proud to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to our charismatic and the most loved entrepreneur, Mr. Raj Vattikuti.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce to you our guest of honors. Put your hands together for Mr. Raj Vattikuti and his wife Padma as they come up on this stage. And also the Honorable Governor Gretchen Whitmer, who will be presenting the award and speaking right after. Please come on up. And we'll give the governor the award to hand over for the picture. Put your hands together for Dr. Vattikuti and Ms. Padma as well. This is wonderful. As you take those pictures, I also want to give the opportunity to the governor, after she's done presenting the award, to say a few words. Governor Whitmer, if you would, I know you want to say a few words as well. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Governor Gretchen Whitmer once again.
Well, thank you, and congratulations, Raj and Padma, for your incredible contributions to making the world a lighter place, a better place for many. So thank you. Over the past couple of years, we've all been through a lot, and I appreciate the work that Raj did to protect people in the middle of the global pandemic. It has been difficult, but we have made a lot of progress by working together and focusing on the things that unite us, not divide us. Together, I know that we can continue to move our state forward, and so please enjoy celebrating this auspicious holiday with your friends and your families, the incredible community. Eat good food, share great sweets, and light some fireworks, because this is truly a celebration, and I appreciate you letting me be a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is my pleasure to introduce you our guest of honor. Put your hands together, a nice warm Diwali welcome for Dr. Raj Vattikuti himself.
Thank you so much. It's been an incredible journey, and thank you, Governor, for giving me this honor. Of course, to the CHIPS organization, Dr. Vattikuti, all of you, the whole organizers have done a phenomenal job bringing this organization. I know 2 years ago you approached me because of the pandemic we couldn't do it. This is a great event. I really appreciate everybody being here and really taking time, and most important, celebrating Diwali today. There's no better day than this today. I think wish you all a happy Diwali. And also most important is, Governor, at the election peak time, and you and other legislators are here. That shows your commitment to the community. Thank you for being here. And I'll just I won't take too much time. I'll just briefly take my journey this before and briefly that I was born and raised in a city called Vijayawada in the South India. And so the city speaks for it's called Victory Town. That's what they used to say. And my father, my grandfather, they were all agriculture. And my father decided not to be in agriculture, so he went to only one dental school in the South India, American Dental School. And he got trained and learned, and then came back and started in our town. He was the only dentist that time. More dentists came later on. But I think that has really helped me to see my father, how he excelled, what he believed in very much. And then had a great time, especially our summer holidays in our villages, and the grandfather's affection. All those things have really helped me to rise to the occasion. And so I went to Madras to do engineering, and had a great life, great campus, great friends, a lot of sports, a lot of fun. And the third year of engineering itself, I decided I'm going to go to the US to do my master's. And so I was determined, and then looked at all the different universities. Finally ended up in Detroit, Wayne State University to do master's. It was a great time, I think, especially coming to a strange place for the first time and really learn how to deal with it. But the university has organized with a host family in Birmingham, Michigan for 2.5 weeks. Mr. and Mrs. Reed welcomed me with full heart, and we learned from them a lot about the American generosity and the culture. And then I had a great professor, Dr. Meisel. He has really took care of me, not only taking care of my tuition, but also giving me $350 a month and for the living expenses. And sometimes he used to give $1,000. So that was a great experience. And then I started, Wayne State has a lot of experience, memories, including one of the biggest things, bicentennial celebration in 1976. We organized a big event because the Indian government sent a lot of artists, like today you have seen the dances, beautiful program. We did it at DIA. It was fully crowded. People really appreciated it because at that time not many people knew about the Indian culture, Indian art, and all those things. That was one of the opening things for Detroit, and that was very successful. Some of the people even initially used to ask me, do you have an elephant at home? I used to say, no, I used to go to school by elephant every day. So I think it's a lot of things happened in this community over the years, and this community has grown, Indian community, the last 25 years substantially. And we have a lot of physicians, a lot of technology, a lot of engineering talent really came to this country. Now I see, compared to when I came initially, what Novi, Farmington Hills, and First Bloomfield Hills, hardly anything. We used to have just the dirt roads mostly. Now I see this great conference room, how it has grown, and there's a lot of Indian community has contributed to that. So Indian community has contributed substantially over the years, and that has really given now the people like Dr. Anil Kumar and all coming together to start something to get involved in the mainstream is a very important piece. I hope your organization will excel and then create the really bridge between the politics in terms of how we can help bring the best out of this. And then in 1977, got married to my wonderful wife, Padma, and it's been now by this December will be 45 years. She has given so much to me. She took always who I am, what I am, always helped me to sail through all things I've done. And I have wonderful 2 children, Abhinav and Tanvi, and they really gave me a lot of support. Now we have 4 grandchildren, 5, 2.5, recently 2 twin girls, and so with 4 grandchildren, we're really enjoying it. And so most important thing for me always felt how do you differentiate yourself, and how do you really help to create something, new opportunities for the market. Overall, not only the business perspective and also in the philanthropy side. That has always provided not just the money alone, management skills. Now we're doing a lot of things in India for poverty alleviation. So through technology and the management skills, we're able to take 200,000 people out of poverty. And we continue to accept those programs. It's all based on the mostly management and the technology aspects of it. So this has been really a phenomenal journey. And I'm so glad today all the communities in India, in generally for the Indians coming together and really taking much more leadership. And all I can say is make the world simplify, make the world collaborative, make the things more productive, that all of you have that kind of skills. Offer that to what you do, to not only for your business, but also to the communities. And get involved more and more with the both here bringing the two cultures together and really make the difference. And I wish you all the best. Thanks again for being here and also giving me this honor. Thank you so much. It has been an incredible journey for me personally. I have no idea how 48 years gone by. All I know that I just came yesterday. So thank you for all this.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once again for Dr. Raj Vattikuti and his wife Padma, and Governor Gretchen Whitmer, and all of our wonderful guests who are here. A friend of ours here, Mr. Jack Nasser. Put your hands together for Jack.
Here we go. Raj, first of all, I want to make a couple of comments. Raj likes to have a lot of fun, but now I understand where he got his dance moves from. Some of those dance moves, Raj, you nailed. And I don't know who referred to the clubs in Miami. Maybe it was you, Bob. But yes, they would remember him not only for his ability to bar hop, but also his ability to dance. He is a good friend, but what is a good friend? A good friend is someone who stays with you through thick and thin, and he's done that. And I sometimes look at it and think, I wish I could have some of the capabilities of a Raj Vattikuti, because in many ways he not only exemplifies what a good immigrant is, but what a good family man should be, what a good business leader should be, and I could go on, and I think I said some of it in my introduction before. The one thing is, behind every successful person, usually there's a successful woman, and Padma, you have really nailed it. You are just an amazing person. And you've got to have confidence to be married to Raj Vattikuti and still be a leader in your own right, and that's what Padma is. When I think of Raj, I think of someone who thinks differently. He isn't your typical lateral sequential thinker. It's just not in his makeup. And I think one of his secrets is he does think differently, and because he thinks differently, we love him for that. I've learned so much from Raj, and it's not only his energy and his stamina and his ability to think out of the box, but he really believes in simplifying very complex problems and finding simplified solutions for them. And I love that. I don't like his background at Chrysler. I wish he'd stick with elephants rather than Chrysler type products, but he values his lessons at Chrysler, and all I can say is he learnt well, and I'm sure glad he isn't with Chrysler. Particularly when I was at Ford, I didn't want people like Raj at Chrysler battling against me. So that was a good confluence of events. The only other thing I'd like to say is that when the chips are down, you don't have to ask Raj for anything. He'll volunteer. And Bob, you said that, and I 100% I go along with that, because when a friend is needed, Raj is the first person to raise his hand. You don't want to cross Raj either, because he has a long memory. I think he's got the memory of an elephant, but we'll put that to one side. But he is a person who values friendship, but also values loyalty. When I asked Raj, what are the big issues we face in a country, and I wish the governor was still here, because I think there are two big issues that really need to be resolved in this country. there are many issues, but let's start with two big ones. One is what I call a coherent energy policy. And I come from an automotive background. I just can't believe countries don't think through a complete energy policy. And the second one is an immigration policy. And Raj always said to me, you know, yes, absolutely. And Raj always said we should team up together and go to Washington and talk immigration policy to the politicians. And I thought, well, two relatively successful immigrants, maybe we should go there and at least give them an idea of what a good immigration policy would be like. It was the funniest thing I'd ever gone through in my life, because it was Raj trying to be rational and thinking out of the box, and you had politicians thinking short term, not long term, and thinking about how do I get through to the next election, and not really thinking about what is the logical way to get the right type of people inside of this country. Because like any team, hi Tim, how are you? I just saw you. Like any team at all, you want the very best people here. And Raj was always of the view that this is a country where people want to come to, and therefore why not do a selection test? And I agreed with that until I figured out what Raj really meant. The selection test was really, let me call it what it is, an intelligence IQ test. And that means 90% of the immigrants would be Indian. So I quickly saw through that, and I started to think, now wait a minute, maybe you know the test should be a little more dimensional than that. But it was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen, and where I thought we had a very, very sensible immigration policy that should be followed. Raj thought the same way, and when we were confronted with the realities of Washington, and you know I won't mention when it was because then you'll figure out who it was, but the reality was so far different to the the feedback we got from those politicians. I want to close by saying that Ford Motor Company today would not be what it is without the Indian engineers and entrepreneurs that existed in my time and since then. As a matter of fact, I don't know how this happened, but I was actually the head of the Ford Indian Club inside of Ford. And I didn't say no, I wanted to be part of it, and they were fantastic. And when you look at the career of Indian immigrants inside of Detroit or Ford or the automotive companies, it's been a home run in every single way. Raj, Padma, congratulations. You more than deserve these awards, and I'm very pleased to be part of it, and I'm so honored that you included us tonight. Thank you. Well done.
So good to see you. Thank you. Dr. Vattikuti has a rebuttal for perhaps the reason why you were picked to be on the Indian Club. Let's see.
No, I think, as Jack said, this country in many ways is made up of all immigrants. And when I came already in Detroit as immigrants from all over the world, and is contributing to the auto industry. And now is the technology and many other areas, medical field. I think it's important to have a solid policy. So when we were threatened with H-1Bs, so that's where we had to really focus on educating every politician in the country. So we did. We got the good immigration bill. Same thing in nuclear treaty with India and U.S. But thanks, Jack, for all the kind words, and Bob, all of you. And most important thing I forgot, I want to thank all my employees, customers, friends, and family. And most important tonight is the sponsors who really contributed to this event. Thank you so much.
It's an honor to be here representing Beaumont Health and Spectrum Health. Now we're calling ourselves Corewell Health, because at our core, we really want people to be well and healthy and make sure that they can live their healthiest lives possible. Thank you very much for having us here today. This is a wonderful celebration, and I just want to thank the organizers, the board, and all the participants for what you've done to put this together. It has been a fun event, and I look forward to further events as we go forward. And I also want to congratulate Raj. Your comments really struck with me and what you've been able to do for our community here, and how you've impacted so many different fields and so many communities and so many individuals. And what you've done to help people be healthy through the pandemic, through your giving to healthcare organizations is truly phenomenal. But one statement that you said stuck out to me, and that was, our goal is to make the world a better place. And I think that's really evident for all of us here today. So thank you very much for all you do to help our communities and individuals and our organizations ensure that we're living in a better world. And I wish you a happy and prosperous Diwali. Thank you.
सारे लोगों को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं आपके लिए एक शांतिपूर्ण और अद्भुत दिवाली त्योहार की कामना करता हूँ। It's like a Ginsu knife commercial. Wait, there's more. अब अंग्रेजी में कुछ शब्द. But you know what? Not everybody speaks Hindi, so I'm going to speak English now. Is that all right? My Hindi is a little bit rusty. Raj, Padma, congratulations. I represent the Republican Party of Oakland County and Governor John Engler, and I represented you in your first business in Farmington Hills when I represented Farmington Hills. So on behalf of former Governor John Engler, Tudor Dixon, and the Oakland County Republican Party, to Padma and to you, Dhanyavad, namaste. Thank you for the years of service you've done to the community.
What a beautiful, beautiful celebration here tonight. Can we all together at 3, 2, 1 say Happy Diwali so all of Novi can hear it? Can we do that? 3, 2, 1. Happy Diwali! And with that, I wish you and your family the light to replace darkness and the wisdom to replace ignorance. And if you can spread that light to your friends who don't know about Diwali, let's all tweet about it, Facebook about it, take a picture with your table and tell people where you were tonight. In the meantime, Dr. Vattikuti, I just want to say to you and your wife Padma, thank you. We've known your family for a long time. My dad has played cards with you, by the way, Anil Srivastava. And I texted him and I said, I'm so glad to be here. He says, I played cards with him. I said, the Indian community is pretty tight. I guess if you play bridge together, then you're friends, right? But really, thank you for your years of service, not only in your job, but in leading in the community. You're really a special gem, both of you, and your families are as well. So God bless you, and thank you very much.